Broadcasting live from the mixed-up world of Hyrule, this is the Link to the Past Randomizer Tournament 2023. Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Bodtastic, and joining me today on commentary is VXR441. VXR, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing just fine today. We're doing standard boots here today, and there is nothing that makes my life just randomly better than hearing Thousand Year Door music. That's all I'm saying. So
I've never played it. I played the original Paper Mario, but not Thousand Year Door.
Ooh, Thousand Year Door is actually in like my top 5 games of all time. No lie. I mean, maybe I'm just a sucker for ridiculous writing and hilariousness, but there you go.
Yeah. Alright, so our mode tonight is standard boots, not casual boots. We don't start with a sword, or at least we're not guaranteed to start with a sword. Uncle will give us a random weapon. Other than that, we are starting with boots under our bed, or whatever. Yeah, boots under our bed.
And, back in the day we had, the the randomized swords, I remember being sort of the main selling point of one of the tournaments we had. It was all standard, but you didn't know what weapon you were starting with. Well, now that's just one of the many modes we have here. Here, of course, you could end up with anything from a sword to a hammer to a bow to just plain old bombs. Cane of Samaria, Cane of Burna, Fire Rod. I think that's the entire list. And we do start with a shield in Link's house, so it's not everybody's favorite thing. By the way,
a Red Crystal Desert and Pendant Hera.
So the two runners right now in this race, we haven't even really mentioned them. We've got Bread-Kun versus TjMaelstrom. I know TJ has been trying real hard to break into the bracket stage and has finally pulled it off. And we got a bow here.
Uncle is telling us, speaking into the future.
Mm-hmm. And we got a red boomerang as well. I mean, that's not the worst thing to find. There are plenty of marginal uses for that here in Escape.
Yeah, and Bread-Kun used it to test the stun prize, which is just a heart. Alright, so Bread-Kun won Group W with a 6-0 record. Now that was the group that had the three-way 2 and 4 tie. And then TJ went 3-3 in Group K and advanced to brackets as runner-up.
Mm-hmm. Seems entirely legitimate.
Yeah, a lot of stuff to start out. Half magic early is nice.
So Bread-Kun with that 6-0 record coming in as the 8th seed in the bracket, so it's a fairly wide seed distribution here. But again, it's randomizer. You literally never know who's going to win things.
Yeah, you can pretty much just throw the seedings all out the window at this point.
We get the obligatory small key in the chest there.
I could see I could see these runners going to Easter before CAC potentially. It is a fully clearable crystal.
Yeah. I mean,
and these runners know their dark rooms.
Love doing that back dark room, but it's not that bad. Yeah, I expect a very quick couple of bow shots through all this. And of course, that bow leading you toward Eastern. And you don't even have to go buy bombs for Sazera's Closet, because you can just bonk into that. That is the major upside with having boots for standard, is you don't have to worry about farming bombs. You don't have to worry about, am I going to get these bombs, or am I going to have to come back to the back of Escape later?
Yeah, because I've seen it happen where someone would find a bomb from an enemy, the other one wouldn't, and then there'd be a glove in the back of escape.
Mm-hmm. Exactly when does the world state change? I think it's when you walk out of the sanctuary door.
I would not know that answer.
I mean the bookcase behind the sanctuary.
Apparently Shoulder says it's when you rescue Zelda. Alright.
Right, that's what I was trying to say. Like when Zelda is no longer following you, essentially.
Because I know when you're going through the first floor, you do hear the rain. Nice silvers.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we're gonna have a huge difference on Ganon fight today. I mean, that's gonna make it just that much easier to beat all those things that do require the bow.
Yeah, just like those Armos Knights.
Yeah, turning it into a 6-shot fight instead of an 18. Don't have to go farm. Don't have to go picking up so many pots for arrows. You know, little helpful things. Though we are going to get some more arrows here for no reason. Sure.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I think I like TJ's strategy here a little better coming out, just because the dash there. Like, if you're using the dash boots to get out, I think that's faster. But I could be wrong. Maybe I'm dumb. Dumb is generally what I do.
I like that sanctuary theme. All right, the world state has now changed. It is no longer rain, and we are free to go save Hyrule.
Are you saying we have free reign?
Yes, we do.
Excellent. And we've got Bee in a bottle inside Bonk Rocks, which, you know, you definitely want to find before you go to Kakariko. Or at least some bottle. I mean, it's not going to be like earth-shattering if you don't, but it's always a welcome possibility.
Our derpy's in the tree pole. That's nice. And that's a piece part on Lumberjack.
Good old vanilla garbage. Let's go. Wow, I missed half magic wherever that was.
Yeah, the first Just Narrow Castle.
Yeah. You ever have a brain moment?
Oh yeah, I have many of those. As if we didn't have enough magic, we get more from the bush crabs. I might as well pick up those bombs. You don't have any right now.
3 bombs lying around ordinarily wouldn't be earth-shattering, but hey, they're your first bombs.
Yeah, taking 7 minutes to get those. Oh, second shield. Bread-Kun not turning it down. But TJ
is like, nope. So we can tell who's the fan of the shield and who is not. Alright, into Kakariko Village for both runners. Quite a bit of item density here. So we'll basically see how this seed is laid out before us coming out of here.
Seems something got some interesting plans when you're getting silvers very early on and some money. Well, Zora's not quite in logic right now.
I mean, with the boots, it's just that much more likely that you could go there. Good old water walk situation. All right, there's another 3 hundo in there. So we are just rolling in it as far as money goes.
And more money that we really don't need at this point. Hey, there's a sword.
One slashing implement to go, please. And some powder while we're at it.
Would have been nice if we had the hammer and we could have just done magic bat here, but we don't have that right now. But I could just be sitting here in CAC as well.
How about a second sword?
Second one.
Uh-oh. Anybody starting to smell an Aga 1 seed yet?
Yeah, we're still a lamp away from that.
Oh,
okay, well,
there's that hammer you were talking about. Ooh, there we go.
Now we're going to be taking that right over to Magic Bat.
I mean, absolutely. You would definitely never just leave that behind when you get the hammer this early, along with the powder. You know what? I feel bad. I read the commentary guidelines the other day that Kern wrote and said, "Don't say absolutely," and now I've started saying absolutely more.
Let's see what the bat curses us with today. Arrows.
Yep. I mean, didn't really expect it to be a huge deal, because the hammer much more likely to lead to other more relevant things. But you never know.
And there's 50 rupees that we don't need.
Yeah, I doubt anyone goes way out of their way for money for the rest of this seed.
And that was the single arrow that looked like?
Yeah, for a second there I thought it was a hook shot, and I was like, what are you doing? No. We don't need that.
It's a unique item, but it's one we don't need.
It's uniquely garbage. Okay. Looks like TJ is going for the Mini Moldorm first play here.
Yeah, we do see the ether.
Yeah.
We see the ether medallion on the dam. To be determined if we need that.
Just 20 rupees in the water. And
get a mirror out of the Mini Moldorm cave.
And that was that, or was that not a completely symmetrical Mini Moldorm cave? I thought it was rupees on the left, rupees on the right, two pieces of heart, and then the mirror.
I'll have to look at it again.
Oh, it was a green rupee instead of a red rupee. Sorry. So it would have been symmetrical if you were my little brother who's colorblind.
TJ did not go over to Ice Rod Cave. Not too many more caves, then he turned back around.
Yeah, it looks like TJ is making the play toward Agina's cave, while Bread-Kun is going for Ice Rod. Alright, 20 rupees on the ledge, so we won't have to worry about that later. Ice Rod Cave today has... Oh,
okay,
dear.
Well, you just gotta go back for that.
That's unfortunate for TJ.
But yeah,
Yeah, he'll definitely get it.
Yeah, I get funneled into that pretty quickly.
Alright, so 100 rupees in Nagina's cave, nothing super important.
Alright, here's the Eastern play.
For the Bridgeman. Yeah, Eastern play is definitely a pretty reasonable shot. Alright, piece of heart under the bridge. Bread-Kun going for the reverse fake flipper.
That hammer dash is so nice there.
Oh, yeah.
And there's our glove.
So, between the two runners, Dark World access could be acquired. Bread-Kun is going straight for
a little
Zora
careful
area.
here, yeah.
But with that that moon pearl allowing for a water walk out of this cave. Just garbage in the waterfall ferry, but we will get to go see what's on Zora. Meanwhile, in Eastern Palace, we found one item, just 50 rupees. Bombs on the ledge.
Oh yeah, Bread-Kun didn't dump that bee to see what the waterfall fairy was giving out. Hey, our boots replacement, the green 20.
Well, there you go. Alright, that's 2 out of 3 items here for Eastern. What TJ really wants to see here is the big key in the next chest and then an item in the big chest. That way you don't have to worry about anything. But again, that's fairly unlikely. Yep, we're going for vanilla big key.
Yep.
Yep, the glove was in fact in Salazar's closet, right there.
Bread-Kun? Okay, Bread-Kun's gonna go this way. The other way, up to Eastern. Or no, going to Dark World.
Odd.
That's another...
That does make sense. You've got money to get in the door, you've got a bow, you've got Dark World access, and you've got the mirror to go back to Eastern.
Alright, Pendant Mire, Green Pendant, Thieves Town, Red Crystal Swamp.
Okay. So we might not find a flute until Ganon's Tower. Alright, our big chest has the compass, so the boss has the remaining item for Eastern. Oh yeah, Ether for Turtles is a reasonable play.
Oh yeah.
Shoot, I can't even NMG strat the turtle room with my eyes open.
Yeah.
I just always get the timing wrong. I guess it's something I could actually work on. Uh-oh.
Oh, we're getting the hover.
Bread-Kun. Yeah. There's a point at which you're just showing off, that's all I'm saying.
very nice.
We did see TJ get the cane of Berna there, while Bread-Kun just picked up the flute there on the right-hand side of Pod.
So yeah, that is Mountain Axe, Death Mountain Axis. A logical Death Mountain Axis. And the shovel.
Like, I think at this point this has to be a small key.
Yeah, and TJ doing a splash delete here. Very nice.
All right.
Only had one bomb left.
I mean, it gets the job done. All right, so TJ going to pick up that Moon Pearl here. It looks like also going to set up some water walking. So taking care of those flipper checks that Bread-Kun took care of earlier.
Alright, we found all 6 small keys in Pod, from if I was counting correctly. Big key in Armor's Hallway. I'm gonna go this way to do the hammer jump.
I mean, let's be fair, killing Armos breaks lots of things, because the ancillary variables for the rotation are all over the place.
Okay, so both chests in the Dark Maze and Helm's Arcane will be items.
And here I get called out in chat for not knowing a blame thing. I'm going to stop talking about the mechanics of this game, because I don't know. No.
Link to the Past is a well-coded game, we'll just put it there.
Correct.
Alright, bomb boost medallion. TJ gonna buy a bomb upgrade. Didn't have any bombs.
So I had a question. We had a question in chat about the lamp of the fire rod being behind the shovel.
Shovel was big key chest, so absolutely could.
Well, except for the fact that there were some keys.
There were keys in the dark, so no, it cannot be the lamp. Or well, it can be the lamp.
It can be the lamp. It can't be the fire rod. Or no, it could be one or the other. Yeah, you're right. What am I talking about?
The Ruby Basin isn't. That can be accessible with the fire rod. Alright, Hype Cave. Show us the goods. That's not bad of a start. Like, chat's already talking about PED. As we see a 2 out of 10 Hype Cave.
If that. Alright, so TJ is deciding to head up to Pyramid and potentially Catfish here in a bit. But definitely Pyramid. Just a heart piece, and TJ is out of here. And the Catfish play is happening. And Bread-Kun has made it all the way to the end of Pod here. So we're taking care of Helmasaur. 5 hearts, and green mail is not the world's best situation, but
You have
you have that
silvers.
silver arrow, so you don't have to worry about taking hits from multiple things, because the second phase will end in a blame hurry.
And that is the first crystal of the matches, but Catfish gives us our 3rd bottle.
Alright, man, TJ.
Those extra bombs coming into play here. There we go. So yeah, pod with bombos and bombo, shovel, and flute.
Alright, TJ is going to show us what the fairy is going to give us. That is a red potion. So, I mean, I'm not going to complain. Alright, so we get TJ about to get scammed by Zora, and Bread-Kun dealing with Eastern, which we've already seen from TJ. So, what are we going to do next?
Try that flute. Probably go up the mountain, I guess.
I guess TJ is just heading over for Pod. He's going to do the same thing that Bread-Kun did a little while ago. Just with the downside of not being able to mirror from Pod to Eastern right away. Take care of it. Of course, Ice Rod Cave had to be that guy.
Yep. We can full clear, well, we can, aside from Aether Tablet, we can full clear Light Death Mountain, and we can full clear Pendant Hera.
Yay!
And then on Dark Death Mountain, the only thing accessible right now is Spike Cave.
Unless, of course, there's something locked in the basement of Hera.
Oh yeah, we don't have any way to do Hera basements.
It's fire.
Without the hook shot, it might not even be clearable at all.
Alright, so TJ will be taking care of Palace of Darkness here. And we did see some very intriguing items in here. The bombos and the shovel and the flute. Flute, of course, being really the nicest for movement options.
And letting go with a good B to try to... That's going to take a lot of hits on the Igor. Okay, got it.
Ooh. Yeah, if you get off a little bit in that room, you can get real lost, get bounced around all day. Alright, so Bread-Kun dealing with the Armos Knights here pretty quickly. That's how Silver Arrows do. And picks up that cane of Burna. So I guess that does add one more thing to the mountain that you could do in Logic.
Yep.
So, other than it being 21 squared, what's the significance of 441?
Nothing.
Okay. Fair enough. I just like perfect squares out of nowhere.
Same. But it's not why. Where's Bread-Kun gonna, I guess... Okay, do these south dark hyrule checks. Head over to this unhype cave and go from there.
I'd honestly be tempted if I were Bread-Kun to go west from here. Take care of like Dig Spot and Stumpy and Digging Game and K45 while you're over here.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, there we go. 'Cause I'm like that's slightly more checks than going up Pyramid Catfish.
Those have really made use of that boomerang so far.
Alright, let's see what's at that dig spot. Just more arrows. I mean, he did go ahead and pick it up because he's not out of them, you know? Ah, I get it now. I was like, wait a minute, why does TJ have 35 arrows? Oh, right, he went in and bought them. Because I also remembered him having 13 bombs at some point. I was like, oh. I mean, that is one real good way to refill your bombs if you're looking for a refill. Just buy that upgrade.
Yeah.
Alright, Digging Game for Bread-Kun. And then I imagine mountain checks could happen, or just head to West Kakarri or Dark Kakarri to build your outcasts.
Well, that was well worth the digging.
Heck yeah. I will absolutely take a third sword any day of the week. And Bread is going to activate the flute real quick. Just to get the duck showing up.
We go on to one, yep.
Yep, no real surprises there. Gonna do a rescue of this old man. Going through this dark room, which is, you know, one of the first dark rooms you want to learn in this game. This one and the Eastern Palace one on the way to the Big Key. Those are some of the more useful ones in terms of like effort needed to learn them and how actually useful they would be, you know what I mean? Because like, I mean, Pod Dark Maze, that's it's pretty useful. You get a fair amount of items from it. But it's also more difficult to learn than some of these others.
TJ now evening up the crystal count at 2 apiece.
Now, the actual first dark room I recommend anyone learn is backwards through Turtle Rock's maze. Because you could learn it right now. You just get on the thing and hold up. It's only really useful for this thing it'd be in Brosia, like entrance modes, but oh my goodness. Anyway. Alright, so we got a big heart on top of Spectacle Rock.
Just 10 arrows inside the cave.
Alright, so TJ is going west to do the southern half of the dark Village of Outcasts area. And meanwhile, Bread-Kun is going to go ahead and do that Spike Cave check that we were mentioning earlier. And that's another full heart. Looks like we're going to get a spin speed into some more Burna usage.
Very nice there.
So, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of feeling like Green Pendant Thieves Town might be the thing.
Very well could. That is a fully clearable pendant. No one has checked Village Outcast yet.
Alright, Bread-Kun has decided to go into Tower of Hera, finds the Titans Mids. Hello! Wow! That is a find and a half right there.
Alright, this is a completable dungeon, but yeah, I don't think you're doing that right now.
Instead, we're going east. We're going to Paradox Cave, and I guess we could just clear out some of the dark side too. And you know, if Bread is as proficient with the hover action as he appears to be, we could take care of Hookshot Cave as well.
Yeah. That pod hover is one of the hardest to pull off RTA.
Oh yeah, like that. Look.
Oh, we do not have the right medallion for Turtle Rock.
Oof. So I'll tell you, people think hovering is hard. It's kind of hard, but I can do some of that. I don't think I could do that particular hover.
Oh, Kana Samaria.
I'm just waiting for Quake to show up now. Just leave the two entry requirements under the mat there.
Gonna do getting the ferry.
Fair. E?
Looks like I think he's ready to do some hovering, get some extra help in case he fails.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, killing that Beery too.
Alright. Commence the hovering. Not quite.
Oh, I'm gonna try it again.
Alright, well, TJ is also going up Death Mountain here. Might also go into Hera.
Oh, he's going past it.
Isn't going into Hera. That's going to be unfortunate for now.
He was really committed to this hover.
Yeah. There is a point at which I'd be like, eh. But I mean, you made the hard hover. Surely you could do these direct, straight line hovers. There we go.
Okay.
Now we can bonk over to this
And
other
get a
one.
health refill too.
And then one more.
Arrow Cave giving us a blue mail. There we go. Very nice. But it was nothing.
Yeah, so nothing particularly exciting there in Hookshot Cave, but at least you don't have to worry about leaving it behind.
Alright, now let's see what Paradox Cave gives us.
In before Hookshot.
Oh, it's our last shield. Oh, there it is.
There we go. That is how you do.
Yeah, that's gonna feel bad for Bread-Kun once he gets it. But nothing else in here.
So now that TJ has the hook shot, what do you think the odds are that he goes ahead and finishes Hera?
See that for sure. Yeah, there's the bomb.
Just leaving behind some explosive ordnance. All right, and TJ walking over here, picking up that glove. Gets the big key, and looks like, yeah, going for the Herapod here. The hook speed version, which I've always found to be somewhat inconsistent unless you're really careful.
Well, Misery Miner is also Quake.
Alright, looks like TJ's setting up the bomb strats instead.
Alright, so at least that keeps us out of Mire for now.
Meanwhile, Bread-Kun is going to head into Desert Palace, which we know to be a 5/6 crystal. And now TJ is sitting here like, okay, one time, no map, please.
Alright, Moldor, what do you got for us? Piece of art, alright, and let's worry about the basement.
Well, there we go. And TJ does now have that one pendant. It's not the... we know nothing about the requirement of these pendants just yet.
And we are done at Desert.
Still can't actually go beat the boss yet on account of a lack of fire source. I mean, other than Bombos. Which I guess means the first fire source is in Ice Palace.
Yeah, you could go there. No, that is currently out of logic.
True.
Alright, what's Bread-Kun gonna do? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, dumping out the B. Playing to 8. Probably gonna be Ice Palace.
Wow. I mean, I was really just kind of kidding. Well, on account of like all the Village of Outcasts being available. But I mean, you do have to do Ice Palace, so yeah, this is probably a better play. There's a reason that I'm not in this tournament. And for once, before going into Ice Palace, both of our runners have the cane this time. Up until recently, I've been cursing every one of these races I've commentated has had to do Ice Palace without it.
Oh.
All right, TJ's hookshot cave significantly faster.
I think that's gonna be Spike Cave.
Oh yeah. Just taking care of all these items up here while you got the chance. All right, for TJ finishing off the mountain, and we will see where he decides to go next. Looks like we might be in for a King's Tomb play here real quick.
Yeah, looks like that. Could be. Yep. Kind of isolating Graveyard Ledge, though, at this point.
There's the Quake Medallion sitting there in Ice Palace. So, super, super necessary for Turtle Rock.
Yep. So that puts us both rods and flippers from go mode.
Yep. And TJ also following Bread-Kun into Ice Palace. I mean, honestly, there's not a huge amount separating the two runners here. Just really, if I was going to trace the one incident that that kind of accounts for most of the difference between the two runners, it's that play toward Ice Cavern or Ice Rod Cave instead of Agina's Cave to get the Moon Pearl. You know.
So yeah, Ped at this point is down to the rods. Can't be flippers because of the Quake and Ice Palace. But we still do need the flippers.
That was a real clean icebreaker there from TJ. And as always, the ice rod can be wherever the heck it wants.
Yeah.
All right, it's Cold Stare o'clock.
Very nice.
So not only did this was this game merciful enough to give them the Cane of Samaria before coming here, but actually the Cane of Samaria was logically required to beat the dungeon on account of that small key being on the boss. All right, so Bread-Kun finally headed for Village of Outcasts area. Could, of course, go for Skull Woods first, or just head down into town. I mean, I probably would head down into town and maybe do some of Thieves' Town just because, you know, still looking for that fire rod. Can't really do Skull Woods without it.
Oh, there's the ice rod.
Well, there we go. One down, one to go as far as the rods go, and then, of course, the flippers are another thing entirely. Bread-Kun going for the Smith chain here instead of dipping into Thieves' Town. I mean, hey, if you want to avoid a pendant dungeon, that sure is one way to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, just assume that, so flippers can't be in Mire or TR. Fire rod still couldn't really be anywhere that's not fire locked.
All right, and Bread-Kun gonna turn in the Smith.
Very nice cold star pipe for TJ.
Oh yeah,
Hey, our logic.
we have a lamp. Hi. All right, so TJ finishing off ice, and where is TJ gonna go? Aha, going for the Mire area, which we did see from Bread-Kun earlier. But TJ has the option, if he so desires, of going into Mire.
Well, let's see. I think Bread-Kun's just going to finish Desert at this point. Yeah, you do not go into Mire until you find flippers in this situation, nor Quake is. But yeah, chat's been pointing out Bread-Kun did skip Sea House.
Ooh. That's
I got distracted by that ice
bold
rod.
strategy, Cotton.
That's shottable? I
What?
Did not know that.
And here I am just dashing around like a pleb. I still feel like dashing across the room is going to be faster. I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
And it's just giving us a whole load of money.
So I'm just going to shout out to Bread-Kun for showing people a thing that they didn't necessarily know. Sometimes you sacrifice a few frames for the entertainment value or the educational value. Right, and TJ going to check Checkerboard Cave and pulling out the flute. So yeah, don't expect TJ to stick around.
Okay, Bread-Kun is going back for Sea House. And good thing he did.
Wow! Good jorb, Bread-Kun. Good jorb. So if you're Bread-Kun, are you now bailing and going for swamp?
You're doing swamp, yeah. All right, so we are now in a fire rod hunt. You don't hear as often as ice rod hunts.
All right, TJ about to pick up that ice rod as well. We'll see if TJ goes for the sea house real quick. That does look like it's the case. So not dipping into the dungeon first. And I mean, TJ might just bail and go to swamp right here. That does in fact look like the plan. So as long as the fire rod is somewhere that's not otherwise fire locked, TJ might be saving some time here.
Yeah. That was a red item, but it's not the red one we're looking for.
Honestly, being asked in chat where I want to see the fire rod. Honestly, I feel like I've caused enough misery and suffering as it is. I kind of want the fire rod to be wherever it's most convenient for our runners.
Yeah, which would be right here in swamp.
I'm feeling benevolent today.
Fire rod can be Pyramid Fairy because of the desert and swamp. For some reason I thought Skull Woods was a red one, but it's not.
That would be a particularly unfortunate place for TJ, though, on account of TJ not having the lamp.
Red going straight for left side swamp.
Yeah, I mean, I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Diver down.
All right. Bread-Kun going for left side swamp. We'll get to see what's here.
You're going to compass just now. Makes me think he's not going to go to left side right now. Vanilla compass, okay. There's at least one item over here. Well, there's 10 arrows. Okay, TJ's going to do left side as well.
Okay. All right, so
That was useless.
general garbage. But at least you got it done. And if you're going to end up full clearing the dungeon, doing the left side first is faster. Just because you can do all the shenanigans with the key. Whereas if you go to the back first, you have to actually come in here and get the key the old-fashioned way and then go around. TJ, you're giving me a heart attack. It's a clip that saves maybe half maybe like 3-4 frames or something and wastes like 10 seconds if you fail it.
Yeah. Big key. Might as well turn back. Oh, there's our last sword. Always a sword in the swamp, they say.
That is what they say. I used to have a song I sang about it, but I'm not going to do that.
Okay, there is an item in the big chest.
That is interesting. I mean, imagine now that the fire rod's just in Skull Woods. All right. Good old-fashioned butter sword Argus strats.
Didn't quite get the 0 cycle.
Now, TJ is going back up the stairs.
Maybe some indecision.
No. Those stairs eat you if you don't go in them right.
Oh.
Yeah. So in order to avoid them eating you, what you have to do is you have to dash from a pixel that's a multiple of 4 away from the door up. Yeah. So it's kind of a mess.
All right, Swamp Mail is not the answer.
Yeah, the key dash solves that, which is what I was saying about the multiple of 4 pixels away. Could the fire rod be the Saha green pendant turn-in? Sure. I mean, I imagine you'd go through all of Thievestown first, and maybe we find it there, but nobody has set foot in Thievestown yet.
All right, next up's going to be Pyramid Fairy.
Mm-hmm.
Which TJ's not going to be able to do without that lamp. Can't do Complete Desert.
So that is, again, that's going to be a pretty unfortunate situation for TJ if the fire rod is there. I mean, I imagine he'll do Smith sooner rather than later. Shovel has been checked by both runners. It was just arrows, I believe. I was like, Bread, where are you going?
Alright, Piece of Heart and the Bug Nets.
Yes, neither of those are Fire Rod. Alright, so TJ is going for the Mire play.
Yeah, without a fire source.
Interesting.
Oh, Bread's gonna skip Catfish for now. Good play.
Looks like we're going to get King's Tomb and perhaps Graveyard Ledge, which we did not see from TJ.
We have not seen Graveyard Lodge. Yeah, the TJ went to King's Tomb without going through the Dark World first. So he did isolate this.
Mm-hmm. And just 3 hundo, so no harm, no foul. Unless, of course, TJ ends up going out of his way for it at some point. That's a big key for Maya here. I mean, you could have Fire Rod on Viddy.
TJ, okay, he's just going to hit the switch.
Yeah, as did the switch to go to the next area.
Yeah, no fire source, Phil. We have still not seen an item.
Nice rail clip there. Bread is now going for the catfish play, which we know doesn't really pay off. Another key in the big chest.
Boy, all right. Well, there's at least one item on that's fire locked. Both items are yeah, both items are fire locked. I think.
Yeah, you can't have a small key over there without the big key also being over there.
And we found map and compass.
So yeah, Viddy has to be a small key here, which just means that if TJ's going for this, he's going for the pedestal play. Look, Black Oxytocin in chat. Who hurt you?
TJ using Pain of Barna to try to.
Nobody has touched Thieves Town.
Yeah, this might be the point where they're thinking, if it's Thieves Town, I'm probably lost. Which is why they're going to Meyer.
Now, Bread-Kun will be able to see what's on the left side here. And if the fire rod is here, that's going to be kind of a big oof for TJ. But a very nicely navigated dark room in Dark Mire there from TJ. That's easily one of, if not the hardest dark rooms to get through.
Yeah.
You can make the argument for Dark Agate Tower, but first of all, that's so rarely relevant, and two, it's like you could use the fire rod still to help out with that.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about that is you're really only going to do it if something's required on Lumberjack.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Avoiding thieves, it's probably because they're thinking, at this point, if it's in Thieves Town, I've lost. Because that's been available, it's been fully clearable for quite a while now. Bread-Kun is going straight to the boss as well.
I would imagine that Bread-Kun will probably go ahead and check some more. Check the rest of the chests after he's done. Alright, so TJ is going back to the Dark World. This could very easily be a play into Thieves Town, and it looks like it.
There's nothing stopping Fire Rod from being in the first chest of Turtle Rock, although the key layout may block it from more of the dungeon.
It could be in the first chest. It could be in the second chest, technically, in the Chomp Room. And it could be much further back, but you would need the keys to line up in a very, very specific way.
Yeah, like it can be on Laser Bridge, but that's extremely rare in this mode. Or in like non-entrance modes, I should say.
Yeah. And the reason you can say it's extremely rare with some degree of certainty is because all of the keys get shuffled first in this mode. And so it wouldn't like try to put the fire rod on Laser Bridge and then put the keys to match up with it.
Yeah, because otherwise it would happen way more often. There's really nothing stopping the ice rod from getting you through Turtle Rock until you get to Trinex, so that's why it shows up there more often.
All right, well, left side of Meyer is about to be on the menu for Bread-Kun, and both items we know are over here. So this is going to be a very interesting situation. 50 rupees.
Okay.
And Bread-Kun is going to skip the cutscene chest for now, so you're going to have to come back to that in a minute.
But I do expect him to go back for it.
Yeah, I imagine so. Honestly, whoever finds the fire rod, that's who has the advantage.
Alright, so it's going to be items the rest of the way in Thieves Town.
And then, of course, Blind himself comes with 2 bonus items.
Yep, green pendant and the pedestal, because TJ has gotten the other 2 pendants. Okay, that is not it. Not by the maiden.
If the pedestal is... If fire is on the pedestal, then absolutely TJ is in the lead. Because Bread-Kun hasn't even finished Hera.
Yeah, we're going to probably see... Okay, we're going to see cutscene now, and then we're going to see Blind shortly after. So we're going to get some big checks here. Okay, that's not in Meyer.
Alright, so TJ getting bailed out there a bit.
Alright, sticking to the script. Very nice. It's not in Thieves Town.
Oh boy. Alright, TjMaelstrom now has all 3 pendants.
It's just sitting in Skullwoods.
That would be straight up dumb, and I love it.
Yeah, not in Thieves Town, but green pendant and ped still possible. Probably gonna see the ped pull next, or at least go through Skullwoods first, and then if it's not there, you go to ped.
And if it is there, then you just jump back in your portal and do Skullwoods. But yeah, I imagine you check some of the chests here in Skullwoods first, just because it's...
Yeah, no one had even touched Skullwoods or Thieves Town until now. Okay, well that's 1 item already.
Yep, 1 down, 1 to go. I mean, I definitely respect the decision to not go to Skullwoods without the fire rod, considering you need the silly fire rod.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 2 items here, and we've already found 1 of them. Yeah, that's a vanilla big key.
And before actual vanilla fire rod.
If that's the case. Oh, no, it looks like we're doing ped first. Alright, chat, this is what you always waited for, those blind ped pulls.
Here we go.
You know, it'd be really dumb if the mushroom comes out of this, or if the book comes out of this.
Oh, yeah. Here comes the ped. It's... Oh, God! Why did you do that? The mushroom has been located, and it is on the pedestal.
Oh gosh. Don't give us the book, please. All right, here we go. Oh,
Tape.
tape. I don't think we've seen Bumper Ledge.
We have not. Yeah, it's very possible we could just, honestly, go back for your portal and just go check the silly Bumper Ledge. If Bumper Ledge is booked, then this seed is actually truly cursed. No, we haven't seen both items from Skullwoods yet.
All right, here we go. Nope, Ped's dead.
Oh my goodness. The runaround. Why you want to give me a runaround?
Golden item in Skullwoods, green pendant, fire rod.
Alright, TJ piecing out of here, looking like we're headed for somewhere. Wait, are we going for Turtle Rock here?
I think this is Turtle Rock, yeah.
Okay. I mean, at least if it's not here, you would generally get locked out pretty quick.
TJ can't do desert. He does not have a fire source. Yeah, Bread's gonna do the green pendant, turn in.
And the green pendant is bombs. So, pendant dungeons there just being a big old bust.
Yeah, I feel like the whole Ped thing just distracted TJ, I think.
Other than the Titan's mitts being in Hera, that was basically the only thing you got out of any pendant dungeon.
Yep.
We have seen Spike Cave from both runners. Yes.
Bumper was a red rupee, so Ped's dead.
All right, first chest in Turtle Rock is the fire rod. Are you kidding me right now?
1:16:53 go mode for TJ.
Good lord, this game. Now, both runners are going to have to make another climb up Death Mountain, because both of them are going to have to go down and do Skull Woods. TJ, however, is going to have to go down and also do Desert. So, while it looks like TJ might be a little bit ahead, there's a whole nother dungeon, or at least the back of a dungeon, that TJ needs to do. So it's much, much closer. And I would even say Bread's probably a little bit in the lead here. That is true. Technically, the Fire Rod was behind Ice Palace. Because the Quake Medallion was in there. And I really don't expect TJ to like really go out of his way to get any items in here, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you're very done at this point.
You have gold swords, you got silvers, you got half magic, you got blue mail.
Unfortunately, having to go for the big key in the vanilla chest here. So I think, given the fact that you weren't able to steal the key, you probably just do go ahead and go for the big chest here.
Yeah.
Oh, TJ. Oh, I was about to say.
Yeah.
TJ was going for the brave play of skipping the big chest there. I mean, it's... You never know. Would have been a disaster.
Yeah. And we had to go to Laserbridge for a key anyways.
Yep. TJ is, of course, going to have to do this maze in the dark. It's not that bad. It's actually one of the easier dark rooms to learn. So he is tackling it in a manner that I ordinarily wouldn't, but that is just fine. And off TJ goes, applying Silver Arrow to the mini Helma as you go down the bridge there.
Okay, just gonna use Burna here just to be safe, just in case. Okay, there's our key.
They are piecing right out. There is absolutely no reason to open any extraneous chests here. We've got butter sword and silvers and blue mail. At this point, if you're not comfortable playing this game, how'd you get into this tournament? Pretty sure we had qualifiers.
We did, yes. TJ tried to do the backdoor strats, but didn't quite get it.
Yeah, a little bit of a bonk there. That is just fine, as TJ will now be able to 3-hit this head into oblivion. Bread-Kun is just walking into the lasers, as is tradition, because somebody picked up the mirror shield.
Alright, TJ up to 5 crystals now.
TJ still has to go down and finish Desert Palace and Skull Woods, while Bread just needs to finish Skull Woods from here. So, like I said, I still think it's a little bit in Bread's favor, but, you know, it's within, like, Ganon Tower routing, you know?
Absolutely.
I believe TJ did already go ahead and get the big key and such from inside Desert proper, so this is just going to be a quick run through. And that's 6 crystals for Bread-Kun, who will now head directly for Skullwoods. Do not pass go and do not collect 200 rupees.
TJ doing the hookshot strats too.
All right. I think everybody just learned about it, and now we're just doing it. It's the in thing to do.
Yeah.
All right, Landmo's down for TJ. And we're headed over to the Skull Woods. So yeah, just, like maybe a minute separating them. You don't need the big key for Skull Woods to beat Skull Woods.
Okay, so they're about 50 seconds apart on floating to 3.
All right, TJ about to head through Skullwoods as well. We're going to see Bread go in for the moth fight soon.
Very nice Mafia fight, and now it is time to start guessing where you think this GTB key is going to be.
All right, so there's, like we said, Bread-Kun sitting there grabbing that crystal. We don't know where that big key is going to be in GT, but we know it's going to be in there somewhere. And there's 22 locations, and people are putting their numbers in the chat, as the case may be. All right, so Bread-Kun on the way up. Going to go through Super Bunny Cave here. While TJ also getting that 7th crystal. All right. So Bread is now headed directly for the Gans Tower entrance and has arrived at a time of approximately 1:27:33. We'll be entering soon, and we'll keep track of those chests on the way in. We'll see just how long it takes us to find that key.
Yeah, Bread-Kun's going to start by going right. Number 1 is a small key. Number 2 is bombs.
Going right first with that small key. Not doing tile room, as that does tend to be a play that people will avoid unless you're feeling super behind.
I know fire near last locating fire rod in Turtle Rock is not always a good feeling.
Fair.
So, but yeah, I still wouldn't expect a tile room gamble. Number 3 is a hard container. TJ is going left. 4 we have 10 arrows. 5 we got 50 rupees, and 6 we have the big key, so that is going to save time.
All right. So it is now Bread-Kun's race to lose. All about that execution now as we head up the tower.
TJ's gonna go to. Oh, there's our buck.
Oh, interesting. TJ grabbed that one small key and decided to head right immediately after that. So at least it's not gonna. At least TJ's not going full left.
But that is going to lose time, though.
Bread already up into the primary gauntlet rooms here. We've got to kill all the enemies in all of these rooms, 5 in a row. And then there's another room, and then you got to kill all the enemies in the next room, but those enemies are Lambo. And TJ picks up the big key. And shoutouts to a nice even 1,000 rupees.
Yeah.
Bread-Kun already done with these rooms, although getting bullied by the Medusa and the fireball there. Go for silver arrow strats on Lambo 2. Oh,
That's the third
third
one.
Lambo just jukes out of the way. All right, TJ into the gauntlet proper, while Bread-Kun into the best rooms in the game, which are the Wizroad rooms, because they're fun. And we move on to Torch Room. That last Zazak giving TJ a little trouble there. And Bread-Kun picks up the small key like you do. If you forget to do that, you're going to have a bad time.
Absolutely no reason to open up any chests up here.
Oh, yeah. And we are moving on to Aga 2. It'll be very shortly when Bread-Kun reaches that boss fight. Got to go for 6 total hits on Aga 2, and you get plenty of items with which to do it. You want to go for triples as best you can. Not always possible, but
We got a
nice
double out of
double.
that one.
Would have been a triple if that third one had been hittable. And
Very
there we
nice.
go. Eat your heart out, Russell Westbrook, and that was a triple-double.
Oh, that was close.
Yikes. Alright, TJ crossing the Moldorm 2 gap, and Bread-Kun going into the cannon fight.
And with phase 4, it's going to be 4 silver arrows with those silvers that we found very early on, before we had even finished the escape.
Alright, that's 1 arrow for Bread-Kun.
Setting up a potential triple here. Got it.
Nailed it. Well done. And that's going to do it for Bread-Kun, who should be able to successfully cross this bridge right about as TJ begins the fight here. So, I mean, very, very close race. Official time here for Bread-Kun is 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 58 seconds. Meanwhile, TJ is on to the fight himself. Should be a pretty quick fight here as well.
Yes, this was game 1. Bread-Kun now leads 1-0. I'm not sure if their game 2's been scheduled yet.
I don't yet see it on the schedule, but then again, yeah. They'll have to work that out. Thinking I might just wait to invite both of them in.
Yeah.
Once this is over, since it's so close. There we go, TJ finishing it off. Should be crossing the threshold here, getting an official time of 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 28 seconds. Just a minute and a half separating our 2 runners here. Very, very well done to both runners here. And we are now joined by Bread-Kun, the winner of this race. Congratulations on that. And TJ is also joining us.
GG, you guys.
I know where the bow is.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was great. Yeah, I know where the bow is. Walk over. He just hands it over like, oh, I'm in.
And then you get
Yeah,
silvers
yeah,
and
you
dart
know.
across.
And then there's the other one.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, TJ, you were in fact the first of the 2 runners to find that fire rod here.
Mm-hmm.
By a little bit. The only problem was that your opponent actually did the blacksmith, which got him the lamp, so he was able to actually finish desert the first time.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay.
That was really the only difference. And
Well,
a little bit
I
of
mean-
GT routing.
I mean, if I'm being honest, you know, the time it would have taken to do the smith chain is about equivalent to that. From what I hear, is if the lamp is on. Like Brett tells me the lamp was there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's on the Smith turning itself.
Yeah, so that's kind of a wash, I think.
You give or take, probably, because it's about the same time the flute 3 take the Dark World portal,
And I guess
all that.
your opponent also didn't have to chase the pedestal.
Right, because you know, if you're looking for the fire rod, you're not going to stop at the lamp with the smith chain, right? Like,
right.
yeah. So I think that's a wash.
And then it's the mushroom, and then it leads to the cape, and then
Yeah, that probably didn't help.
It was
That's
a mushroom
probably
on
that's what probably cost me more time than anything else.
Yeah.
You get the complete debate mushroom on ped.
Yeah, if that wasn't mushroom, I think I'm okay. If that was just if that's just straight up a 20 piece, yeah, I'm okay in this one. What bad luck.
But yeah,
And
it was still a really good race. I mean, only about a minute and a half separating the two of you. So
Yeah, you know what? At this level, at this tier, this is about how close it should be. So I'm pretty happy. All of my other losses have been pretty distant. This is the first of all of the losses I've had so far where I was still feeling it dropping into Ganon. The first one, so yeah. But I mean, I'm still not happy. It's whatever, you know. Honestly, I'm just kind of looking forward to just being done with all of this. The stress is getting a little too much for me to bear.
well,
I get you.
so Bread-Kun, how are things going on your end for this one?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I mean, we saw what happened. An early thing that separated the two of you, and I kind of wanted to discuss this a little bit, was Bread-Kun, you did the more traditional dam into Mini Moldorm Cave into Ice Rod Cave, whereas TJ did the reverse, where he went Mini Moldorm Cave into dam into Aegina's Cave. And both of those are completely valid plays. It's just that the Moon Turtle happened to be at one of those locations. And so that adjusts some things there.
All right, more good luck for me.
So, like, my question is, did you have any plays that you felt were a little bit weird or unorthodox during this run?
Calling Meyer before Thieves Town, probably. That was just purely a gut instinct of, I'm like, okay, this. I had a feeling Quake had to pay out for something.
I had the same thought.
And turns out Quake did pay out for the Fire Rod, just the other dungeon.
Yeah.
I mean, they say, if you have bombos and you're looking for the Fire Rod, it's in Ice Palace. Well, it kind of was, because that's where Quake was.
Yeah, I was.
I know.
I flipped a coin. I'm like, I want to follow this Quake, and it was a choice between Meyer with no fire or Turtle Rock, and usually I would pick Turtle Rock, but Meyer was kind of a thing since I never found the lamp. We had the flute. The hook shot hadn't really paid off. I guess Boots would have got me in there anyway. So I ended up in Meyer, and I almost went straight to TR after Swamp.
So TJ, when you went for the boss there in Meyer, were you intending to just was that your idea of just, I'm going to do the pedestal play now?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like to head into Pendant Thieves Town and go the whole distance until I'm relatively certain it's a good idea. And
all right.
I never even set foot to the front of Thieves Town until like the end of the seed. I just put that off entirely.
I was just making sure you were aware at that point that both of the items had to be left side.
Left side Thieves Town?
No, Meyer.
Oh, of course, yeah. Absolutely, yeah. But yeah, I was dead set on the pedestal play at that point.
Okay.
That makes sense. I bailed on Hera. I got the mitts. I'm like, this is good enough, and I just left. I didn't bother
The difference
going back.
there is that TJ went over to Paradox Cave first and then came back to Hera. So TJ had the hook shot and could just finish it that way.
Yeah, I could have done that, but I mean, because at the time I just had so much that opened up, and I just wanted to
Also-
chase mitts as bad as possible.
Also, Bread, how did you like that hook shot right after you had spent a bunch of time hovering hookshot cave?
Felt great. Felt like, man, I just wasted like 2 minutes. Nice.
I mean, I did. Nobody saw you drop bombs in frustration or anything. Didn't happen.
Yeah, it's funny. I nailed the difficult pod hover perfectly fine. The easier hook cave hover, I don't know. It just didn't work. I have no idea why. I don't know.
All right. Well, I have had a wonderful time covering this race. I don't know about you guys. And
So, yeah.
Despite the, no matter what the outcome was, I don't think anyone in this race can feel like they didn't, put forth their best effort, regardless of how it went.
Yeah, I can say that.
It was still a close race at the end.
I mean, that's what we go for here in these brackets. They are not trivial races. So, what mode do you guys want for next time?
Ambrosia. I've yet to have one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny is I never pulled standard boots, so this is the first standard boots I've had in the tournament.
Yeah, I was really upset to see we had so many standard boots. I think honestly, typically these open modes without any key shuffles are pretty much my weakest sets. So I'm not really excited, especially since I really don't like the idea of starting boots. I think it's stupid. So this was like I would rather have gotten the tournament hard. So I just rolled all goose eggs today.
I mean, Ambrosia's pretty likely. We have a ton of Ambrosia cards.
Yeah,
so.
we do. I think it's equal another standard boots and Ambrosia at this point. But hopefully I'll get lucky because I need some luck. I mean, first Tina Turner dies on my birthday, and now this.
Oof.
You may have noticed the homage in the title there.
Aha. All right. Well, it's been a good run. I enjoyed watching it, and I want to thank you both for putting on an excellent show.
I'm glad to do that at least.
And everybody here, you should go give these people a follow because they know what they're doing. And I also want to thank our tracker Scupula for keeping track of all of the buttons and the items. Of course, my co-commentator VXR441. Thank you so much for joining me this evening.
Absolutely.
And there should be another race being covered here in about 10 minutes over on the ALTTP Randomizer channel if you're interested in seeing that. So that'll be coming up pretty soon. But other than that, I will, unless anyone else has anything to say, I will go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
All right. Well, I will just say that I have been Dr. Bobtastic, and I will see you all at a later occasion. Good night, everybody.
Thank you all for watching.
Good night. It's good to hear from you again, Bob.
Yeah.